been a good roller coaster ride, ups and downs, highlights, great things, challenges. Yeah, let's talk about some of the highlights. First of all,
one of the places we went to was called the Blue Lagoon. They had several ropes there that were supposed to be something that we wanted to check out. And what you would do is you would get a hold of the rope, and you could get out there ways, and when the end of the rope, you let go of the rope, and down in the water you would go. It turned out to be an awful lot of fun.
Next highlight, I would say, is the fire show. The fire dancing show was awesome, and they did all sorts of cool tricks with them, some cool choreographed stuff. One of my favorite things they did was the spinny disc. It looked like a circle of fire and sparks flying off in all directions, almost like fireworks are coming out of the ring. And a big highlight was afterwards, they actually let us play with the fire sticks, including my young nephew, Kaylin, and niece, Abby.
And we employed 2 people to take us up to the volcano. But as we drove up, there was a thing called a cave. And we got out to look at this thing. We weren't really sure what it was. As we approached it, our guide had a conch shell, and she made a real loud sound with the conch shell. And out of the bushes came several little kids, all dressed in green grass skirts and everything. We didn't even see them. They didn't move. We could not see them at all. It was excellent camouflage. They all came out, and they were so glad to see us and everything, and it turned out to be a lot of fun.
Getting out to the volcano was quite the off-road adventure. Muddy roads, and the guy was driving had a 4-wheel drive truck, and we had some difficult times getting up through some of those tough spots. But it was always exciting when we actually got over these little obstacles, and we were like, I don't know if this is going to work. And boom, we got through. Sweet. However, we did have a truck get stuck. The other truck did not have 4-wheel drive. The roads got really muddy from some pretty heavy rains, and it was trying to get up a hill, but it couldn't get up the hill. It started sliding back down, and we're like, uh-oh, this is not good. And our driver, the 4-wheel drive truck, was awesome. Fortunately, he knew about a different way to get around, so he backed up quite a ways, did some really good driving, backing up, and then he found the other way to get around, so we went through there, and we came around, and so we got in front of the truck that was stuck. Initially, some of us were just going to pull the rope, but then we're like, yeah, we should probably get behind the other truck, and so I was back there, like 4 or 5 of us, and we're like, here we go, and first truck started going forward, and sure enough, with us pushing, that back truck started going. And then when the truck really got traction and took off, of course, this mud got all over me, basically shoulders to toe. And but yeah, definitely a major challenge was cruising those roads across Tana Island.
We went to this place in the jungle out there, right not too far from the beach, and down inside. There was a little hut, and the lady was making lunch for us. Well, we weren't really sure exactly what we were eating or what we were drinking, but we ate a little bit and drank a little bit, but it must have had some kind of Montezuma's revenge or something on us, because it got us for a little bit.
Dealing with upset stomachs, quite a bit of bathroom time.
We've been recovering from that, and we're on the mend now. Well, for the most part, luggage didn't pose to be much of a problem until we went to Tana Island. Mike's nephew, Kaylin, and Abby, my granddaughter, and Mike's niece, had these little roll-around suitcases. Well, they put them on, checked them in, and when we got to Tana Island, Kaylin's did not come in, and it had been left behind back at Port Villa. So Kaylin we had to go downtown and buy some new a bodysuit and a swimsuit.
Actually, let Kaylin use my shorts to go swimming in, and my shorts were a little bit big on him. It was kind of funny seeing these shorts. They're basically short pants on him. But
then we came back here to Port Villa, and right off the bat, he saw his suitcase was still here. He grabbed it, and he brought it over, and he said, "Look at this, Grandpa." He gave each other a high five because we had got his suitcase back. But it's been really a lot of fun. There's a lot of excitement and a lot of different things we had never seen before, even though it'd been in this part of the country or this part of the world before. But there's a lot of natives here. There's a lot of Australians. And we seem to be, just part of the group here, and we're just treated just like everybody else. And it's been, the Vanuatu people are really nice people, very cordial, very hospitable. and they've been just very helpful all the way through everything here. So, yeah, it's been something that we can always look back on for years and years to come and always remember.
But what a ride it's been here on our trip to Vanuatu. It's always exciting to go someplace totally new and far from what you're used to, and just expand your horizons a little bit. It's been a great time, and say thanks for having this experience with us, and it's been a good family trip, that's for sure.